Hello everyone, I hope you're alright. In today's video I'm going to share with you how my garden is doing in July. So this is the second week of July and we are getting loads and loads of rain these days. The temperatures have dipped a little bit, so we are between 15 to 20 degrees centigrade, and during the night time the temperature lowers to 10 degrees centigrade. So I don't have to water the garden, but you can understand if the temperatures are that mild, the summer vegetables and flowers will not like it. So it is still going nice and good. So let's show you what's in bloom. So the star of show in the garden at the moment are these beautiful rose flowers. I can't remember the exact variety. If I can find it, I will put it on the screen, but you can see how beautiful and big these flowers are. I'm really loving these flowers. This was the first one which is done, and you can see there are 4 in the bloom at the moment, and I want this rose plant to climb up this arch, and you can imagine how beautiful it will look once it covers the whole arch and with these big blooms. Absolutely adorable. So I'm just imagining these days this is gonna look so beautiful, and I can't really wait for that time. My grapevines are doing really well. They have starting to push growth now. The side shoots are coming nice and strong, which is giving me hope that the time is near when these grapevines will be covering the arch. There's one on this side and one on the other side. And same for the jasmine vine. You can see it is in bloom and it is pushing lots of growth. So I hope it will be covering the whole arch. So I'm really waiting for the time in a couple of years when this arch will be nice and full with evergreen interest, with beautiful rose blooms and these beautiful grapevines with grapes hanging down, and I can pick my own grapes. You can imagine my excitement just imagining about the time. I'm really getting excited and cheerful. Begonia plants, which I recently planted a couple of weeks ago, few here and few on the other side, are doing really well. So as this coleus plant, this is going really nice and good. I bought it last year. I kept it indoors for the whole year last year, and I took loads of cuttings which I overwintered in my house and planted here and there. But this is the actual plant, and you can see it is still nice and strong, and it is, filling up really well. So I'm loving it. I do want to save it again, so maybe in winter time I will dig it and take it inside. Strawberry plants are almost done. There are a couple of strawberry plants which are ever bearing, so they are producing again. Tomato plants are doing good. We can see small tomatoes on them, so there are loads of varieties in there. So cherry tomatoes, salad tomatoes, plum tomatoes. I just planted everything in these 2 raised beds, and there are different heights as well. Some are determinate, indeterminate, and some are semi-determinate. So you can see they're coming nice and strong. Let's hope they go good, because lots of rain means there's damp weather for tomatoes, which is not good, so they get tomato blight. This is the second week of July, so 2 weeks of July, 4 weeks of August. This is really the precious time for the tomato crop, and if it's gonna be wet and warm, that's not a good sign. So let's see how it goes. My perennial plants are doing really well. Erysimum, delphinium, and this verbena plant, salvias, lavenders, they are filling up nice and strong. Some are in bloom as well, and bees are all over them. Dianthus are doing really good, which I started from seed, and they are coming into bloom soon. These will be really big, beautiful clusters of flowers. I really like dianthus. These are sweet williams, and I do recommend that you grow them in your garden. They are really fuss free, low maintenance plants, and look absolutely beautiful. You can use them as cut flowers as well. They have long vase life. You can see my chrysanthemums are coming into bloom as well. I started them from seed. I think these are Indian chrysanthemums, can't remember because I lost the packaging where the seeds were, but I'm liking them, some of them. So let's see if they, you know, just shed the seed and come back again. Otherwise, I'm not growing them. Especially, hostas are doing really well, sending their flower stalks up, and apple trees loaded, not loaded exactly, but have got quite a reasonable amount of apples, and they are getting nice and big. It's dropping some of the apples as well, which is quite normal for apple trees and fruit trees. They do shed some of the fruit so they can get the others ripened. This rose plant is gonna done soon. There are few flowers left, however there are more coming, birds coming as well. So it's just, I think it will keep going throughout this season. I'm liking this rose plant as well. My heuchras are doing really good. And eggplants, I think I'm going to get some nice eggplants this year. Every year I struggle with eggplants, but I did start them quite early this year and kept them indoors for quite a long time until May, until well, they were nice and big. So then I planted them out and they're doing really well for me. So I'm gonna have some eggplants finally this year. I think after few years of struggle, this year I know how to grow eggplants in UK, especially. Weather is not really good for growing summer vegetables which like lots of heat. These summer bedding plants are doing really well. Begonias, coleus plants which I was talking about, these are cuttings. So this is one plant, you can see it is bushing up really nice. This is still small. There are few which are still small, but this one and this one and this one is pushing up really nice. Marigolds, petunias, they are doing well. These are geraniums, pelargoniums in this container. They are doing really well. Most of them are of red color, some are pink as well. I bought one pelargonium plant a few years ago, and every year I take cuttings of it and overwinter them and then plant them in the spring in my garden, and they do really well for me. So you can see once it's nice and full, it will look really beautiful. This nasturtium plant is self-sown. Once I planted a nasturtium plant in this container, and every year I get a couple of nasturtium plants growing themselves. These hanging baskets are looking really adorable. I'm loving them. You can see this geranium plant. I also bought one last year and then I overwintered it. This is like trailing geranium. You can see it's really beautiful. It's trailing down the basket, which I'm loving, and I think I will absolutely save this one. It's really beautiful. Berry plants, which is loganberries and blackberries, they are coming good, and they are in containers, so I don't expect a big harvest, but I just like to grow different kinds of things. So it's really satisfying to have something growing in your garden which you can harvest, you know. And this zucchini plant is producing male flowers. I can't see any female flowers. There have been 5-6 male flowers. There's one coming here, I think. So let's see if we get any zucchinis. There's another one here. Mint plants are really easy to grow. Once I planted this container with mint a few years ago, and now I have mint every year from my own garden, which I keep cutting and freezing. I use them in making chutneys. So really nice and easy to grow. You can use in mint tea and making margarita, whatever you like. Some other plants which I am growing from seeds. My garden peas are almost done. I harvested whatever was there yesterday, and I think they're almost done, so I'm gonna take them out. Beans are taking up now, and so as the cucumbers, same again, cucumbers don't like this mild wet weather. So let's see how it goes. I just harvested a very little cucumber yesterday. These are not like long cucumbers, these are baby cucumbers. So let's see how it goes. This container is doing good too. Another geranium, some coleus, some petunias. This is camellia plant which I'm thinking to ship to my front yard. Hardymoms which are loaded with birds, and let's see when they bloom. Ivy plant, these are the garden piece started by my kids. These are some of the alien plants which I moved from the old house, and they are coming into bloom now. I will shift them in the bed once they are done. More bean plants. These are dwarf beans, and this is scarlet, red scarlet bean, 1 and 2 of them. So I need to trellis them. Overall, the garden is looking really beautiful, doing really well. My trees and shrubs are doing really well. This is the acer tree. I love it. The burgundy foliage is absolutely beautiful and stunning, and it has got really nice canopy, and there are bay laurels, petunias, and lilac and esclonia. They are done blooming. They bloom in spring, so they have lots of spring interest, but they look beautiful throughout the year. They provide a really good habitat for birds and insects. I can see lots of birds activity going in my garden and insects as well. So overall, I'm loving how the garden is coming along, and the grass is going nice and good as well. I wanted to mow the grass. It's okay here, but this side needs mowing, but we are getting the rain every day, so the ground is wet, which is not good for mowing. So what I'm thinking to do, I'm thinking to put some edging here on this side and this side, which I'm going to do today, and later on I may have some stones here. So let's see how it develops, and I'm gonna show you how I put my edging here, so stay with me. So this is the edging I'm talking about. I'm going to put here. I got it from pound shop. So this bag is for 2 pounds. There are 4 in there, which I think will go 1 on this side, and I have another package, 1 on this side. So I think it will be really easy to put in here, which will stop the grass growing into the border, and then I can put the stones on this side. So it is hard to mow on the sides. This side, this is okay. I can just run the mower on the pathway, but these sides are a bit tricky. So I'm thinking just to put some sheet mulching on and put some stones, so it will be nice and easy. So I'm going to install these edging slabs now. This week I bought this edger for my garden. I really wanted to have an edger. I was looking for a good deal, so I bought it from Wilco. It's really lightweight. So I'm going to do my edging first, and then I will install the edging. Really nice and easy. It's working really well. Nice and sharp. Yeah, it's really good quality, lightweight, and doing its job. Really, you can see the ground is nice and wet, so the soil is loose, and it's going really easily without me putting any effort into it. Doing its job really well. I'm really liking it, so it gives you some idea how it's working. So I do the rest, and then I show you how to install the edging. So I have edged the whole side, and now I'm going to install this here. So, oh, it broke. That's not good. I lost the one already. It's really cheap, so you can expect it's not really good quality plastic. So I'm just going a little easy now. Don't want to lose another one. So it's not really good quality. I think I need to go a bit further here. Oh, that's broken another one. So I think I will just return them, not good quality, won't recommend them at all. So don't buy this stuff from the pound shop or dollar store or whatever the local shop you have got. So I will try to return them if I can, but this is not really good. So this project did not go to completion as I expected, but I will finish my edging and then I show you how it looks. So I broke 2 of them and there were 4 in the package, so I tried to put 2 here. So you can see I have this zigzag border here. The previous owners who designed the garden in first place, they designed it like this, which looks really beautiful. But the thing is, the birds come and they keep, you know, throwing the mulch out of my borders, and I have to sweep it back so it looks, you know, the patio does not look really good. So I was thinking to put some edging at the sides to make them stop, but I can't really figure out at the moment what I should put there. So I'm thinking about it, but because I had 2 slabs left, I thought at least I can do this side. So I tried to go really gentle. The ground was really loose here, so it worked for me. I don't know how it's looking. Not looking that bad, but would look beautiful if I can go all the way. But because this is hard under there, you know, there's concrete under there, so it won't work on this side. So I'm just leaving it there. I think it will work for some time here. And I'm doing my edging. You can see it's looking really beautiful. I'm going all around the circle, so I just stopped there to show you how my new edger is working. So it's giving me really nice, neat circular lawn. So I'm going to finish it. So I have finished edging my circular lawn and this pathway, and you can see it's already looking really beautiful with nice clear edges. Now I should have mowed the lawn if it was nice and dry, but I will wait until the rain stops for some days and it's nice and dry. But I'm really liking the edges, and I will really recommend this product. It's not very expensive, it's really lightweight, and it just took me 10 minutes to do the whole thing, and it's looking really beautiful. So let's take you to the front yard now and show what's going on there. So this is a little patch in our front yard, which is basically a driveway, and I have got these conifer trees here which were growing really thick, so I wanted to prune them. I recently pruned this one, trimmed this one into an oval shape, not very perfect, and you can see the bottom side is not looking that great, but I hope it will recover. Still, I like narrow oval shape better than the, you know, really big woolly one. This one I didn't do much, I just trimmed the sides a little bit. I wanted to do it in a square shape, so I just did the sides. Not really good, but overall it's okay. This standard rose tree is finally blooming, so you can see its bloom almost done, but it is not very thick. I saw some bees on it other day. The colors are good, and this Orbecia plant is blooming again. That one is not looking that good. Echinacea are budding up, And this side, where I have set up my containers with summer annuals, is doing absolutely beautiful, looking really stunning. They have filled up really well for me. Eggplants are doing really well. You can see they are nice and huge, and there are lots of flowers on them, some chili plants as well. I'm really loving this arrangement, and I think this is the best thing in my garden at the moment. Scabiousa are looking really beautiful, going nice and strong. I This week I also took some of the plants out from this hanging basket which were done, and planted my begonias in there, so it will take some time to fill up, but looking good anyway. On the other side, some more containers which are doing really well. Cosmos, lobelia, the phlox are in bloom this week. You can see it's looking good, and I really love the phlox. It's nice and easy to grow. This echinacea coming into flower soon. This is the pink one, and the one in that border is the white one. This hebe is budding up as well. Soon it will be flowering. That plantus is done, and this container is doing good as well. This hanging basket is looking beautiful. Overall, it's really beautiful display. When you are going down the road, you can see these beautiful flowers, and it looks amazing. On the side patch, I have got achillea which are blooming, really looking really beautiful. I'm loving these achillea flowers. And so as my rose plant, this is another climbing rose, the pink one. Now I bought them of different colors, but they all happen to be some kind of pink. And this buddleia is coming into bloom as well. This happened to be pink as well. I thought it would be purple. So the things which I thought of different colors, purples or whites or maybe peach, they are all coming into pink, which is not bad. At least it gives me some harmony in my border. But overall, the plants are filling up really well, and I'm loving the look it's getting. So I hope you enjoyed watching this week's garden vlog, and see how my garden is doing in the second week of July and what I am doing in my garden. You can send me the messages on Instagram and follow me there for more garden updates. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my gardening videos. Thank you very much for watching today. See you next time. Bye.